In the second assignment, students were required to develop a curriculum document that suited their specific context. Where Assignment 1 required them to develop a short time frame flipped classroom, Assignment 2 brought together all the components of the curriculum into a coherent whole. The RSD facets were again used to frame the construction of the assessment rubric, so this emphasised revisiting and reinforcing the same overarching processes. This included the face-to-face and online teaching and learning, assessment and feedback, and student and peer evaluation components. Their learning outcomes were to be stated clearly and aligned with these components. As in Assignment 1, students were required to choose an appropriate conceptual framework for the curriculum. Around 1/3 of the students chose to use the RSD as a framework to provide a conceptual thread across the whole curriculum, informing the teaching and learning design as well as assessment. The first example is from Mirko Stoll, who drew on the degrees of autonomy in the RSD framework to redevelop the skill streams in multiple courses across a 3-year diploma of chemical and biomolecular engineering. In his rationale for using the RSD, Mirko stated the framework would enable a more coherent and comprehensive design while ensuring higher order learning takes place for a range of engineering skills. Mirko's colour code, shown here, indicates the different levels of autonomy required in researching and problem solving. Level 1 and 2, prescribed and bounded research, are indicated in red. Level 3, scaffolded research, in yellow. Level 4, open-ended, in green. And Level 5, unbounded, in light blue. The second example is from Mike Wee Toon Kim and proposes a curriculum redevelopment for the Infocom Sales and Marketing module of a Diploma in Information Technology. The main idea behind Mike's plan was to frame student goals in terms of actions, rather than conceptualizing the student as a passive recipient of educational material. With this in mind, Mike took various verbs from the RSD facets and turned them into course objectives. For example, the first objective was embark and clarify, and required that students demonstrate an ability to determine the nature of business situations and clarify desired outcomes. The final example is a curriculum for Chinese language learning in private tuition by Cassandra Yeo Su Yong. Cassandra was especially interested in effective and motivational elements of learning, which she emphasised by drawing on the Singapore Ministry of Education's 21st Century Competencies Framework in combination with the RSD. Cassandra's approach was to link each of the RSD's 6 facets with character traits outlined in the Competencies Framework as shown in this modified RSD pentagon. For example, apply and communicate was mapped onto responsible decision making, and organise and manage was mapped onto self-management. The results of this process was a curriculum that addressed research competency in a culturally tailored fashion.